Hello, beautiful humans. This is Alicia from Ethical Wellness Programs, and you are listening to the Heal in Motherhood podcast, the show that combines the science of the mind-body connection and trauma research, along with spiritual teachings and practical tools to help women heal their lives from the inside out and reclaim their inner goddess, while showing up as the person, parent, and partner they came here to be. If you like what you hear on today's show, please don't forget to leave us a review on the iTunes podcast app so that we can grow our community and impact as many women's lives as possible. Hey, beautiful mama, I'm so excited to have you here today. Thank you as well for choosing to spend your precious time. I know how precious time is. So today I will share with you 3 reasons why you need a motherhood coach to support you on your journey, and 1 reason why you don't need a coach. So 4 years ago, I didn't know what a coach was. My friend Lisa came to me and she said she was doing this life coaching course, and would I be interested in being one of her coaching clients to practice on. And at the time, I didn't really think I had anything I needed to be coached on, and life was good, business was good, but I was curious as to what a life coach was. So I said yes. And after we completed a few sessions together, I was hooked. In just a few sessions, she highlighted to me how I was sabotaging my business goals. Unknowingly to me, I had been unconsciously running the stories that I wasn't good enough or smart enough to have my own business. And at the time, business was going okay, but I had noticed that I'd been making excuses as to why I didn't want to show up in my classes, which when I did my own mind-body coaching training a few years later, I worked out that my fear of rejection and wanting to be liked had kept showing up and stopping me from being the business woman that I was wanting to be. So once I was aware of these patterns that I was running, I was able to catch them in the moment. And when I was able to catch them in action, I was able to choose a different outcome. And this is what coaching does. It helps you bridge that gap between where you are now and where you want to go. It helps you see your patterns so that you can change them. Because guess what? We cannot change what we cannot see. So the first step to changing is realizing that we need to change. And the second step is becoming aware of ourselves. Coaching also helps you to reset those automatic actions and reframe your thoughts, so that your thoughts and your actions are more aligned with who you want to be instead of who you are currently being. So if you're feeling stuck in motherhood and you're not truly enjoying life, a coach can support you through that. A motherhood coach can help you to reclaim your happiness as a mother. And I help my clients yell less, stress less, and find their voice and find themselves again after becoming a mother. So if you're not happy with who you are and how life is going, you need to get yourself a coach because you don't have to struggle. I see so many women make the mistake of believing that motherhood should be natural, easy, and maternal, that they feel ashamed to say that they're struggling and that they need help, because society has led us to believe that women can do it all and they can have it all. But we don't live in times where a village of people are helping you raise your child anymore. We live in our own houses, we have our own lives, and a lot of us don't have that external support like mums did back in the day. And I see so many women struggling. They feel isolated, burnt out, and lonely. Because motherhood, it isn't easy. It's the most life-changing transition you'll ever go through on your life journey. And that's why you need support. Because, it's going to trigger you. It's going to challenge you. It's going to change you and rock you to your core. You're meant to feel lost on your motherhood journey because you're being reborn. Motherhood is a rebirth, and like babies who need support when they've just been born, so too do mothers need that support. And what I love about coaching is it also offers you a safe space to truly be heard. Tune into your feelings and emotions, vent out that rage, talk about your fears, your failures, achievements, your struggles without feeling judged. Having a motherhood coach will help you rediscover the new you through motherhood. You're not meant to go back to the old you. Motherhood is like an initiation. It's initiating you into your new life. And when we start to transition into new things in life, things can feel heavy and hard because everything is unfamiliar. And our brain and our body like things that are familiar because they feel safe. It doesn't always feel safe for us to be a mum because we've never been a mum before. So it's so out of our comfort zone that of course we're going to feel challenged. So what are some reasons why you might hire a coach? Well, you might hire a coach if you feel stuck. So Oprah Winfrey once said, coaching helps you to stop the crazy mind chatter in your head that tells you all the time that you're not good enough. Which is something I see mums struggle with all the time. They believe they aren't a good enough mum, or they're not doing it all right, or they're comparing themselves to other mothers. And look, we all do this at some point on our mum journey, but imagine what life would look like if you always knew you were doing your best. What if you always knew you were doing it right? What would that look like then? You may see yourself as blocked or at a crossroads or out of options, and you may feel defeated and confused. But learning how to identify and dissolve painful beliefs that are running in the background can move you out of that helplessness and clear up a lot of the confusion as well. So a trained coach will work with you to get clear about what fulfillment looks like for you and give you the tools to help you get yourself there. So the other reason you might hire a coach is something wonderful has happened, like having a child. This one might sound a little strange, but even change for the better can be, yes, exciting and challenging, but also can be terrifying and really disorientating all at the same time. And motherhood can definitely be one of those times because you feel all the feels all at the same time. You feel scared, you feel happy, overwhelmed, it feels magical, it's rewarding, it's frustrating, it's tiring. And it's also heartwarming, and you feel these things all at the same time. And all transitions, especially motherhood, challenge us to re-examine our sense of who we are or the capabilities that we may have taken for granted. And it can be painful to let go of the person you used to be, especially if you feel you should be incredibly happy and joyful about having this new child, but you're just not there yet. And that's okay. It's so common that women feel like as soon as the baby comes, they should be joyful and in love. That is not the experience for most mums that I speak to. So working with the right coach can help you examine and look at your inner worlds that you've created from your past to help you make sense of what is happening and how you can move forward into your future. And the third reason you might hire a coach is nothing is happening. Perhaps you keep trying to improve a situation in your life and nothing seems to be working. Maybe you're trying to stop shouting at the kids, or you're trying to start a self-care practice, but you keep ending up right back where you started. To achieve the results you want, you will mostly need to change your attitudes or your underlying beliefs. The beginning of a new coaching relationship is an ideal time to strip back those accumulated layers of identity. So when you feel stuck in a loop, the right coach will help you dissolve those self-limiting patterns and beliefs and break out of that self-defeating assumptions and reframe the blocks that are keeping you stuck. So they're my 3 reasons you might want to hire a coach. But these aren't the only reasons you would hire a coach. I'm sure there are many other reasons you would hire a coach as well. But these are the 3 main reasons you would hire me as your coach, because these are the 3 things I'm really passionate about helping mamas with. And last but not least, we're going to touch on the number 1 reason you wouldn't need to hire a coach. And that is if you're looking for someone to fix your life. The right coach will ask you questions, listen, and reflect what they hear. They will challenge you to think in a new, more resourceful way. But a coach will not solve anything for you. So maintaining balance in your life takes a huge commitment on your part. And a coach can bring some great tools and resources for success, but you have to show up and do the work. It's not your coach's job to change you. You have to be committed to doing the heavy lifting yourself if you want a relationship to work. So let me ask you this. Where are you on your motherhood journey? Are you constantly feeling stressed out and overworked? Do you feel resentful towards your partner and blame your bad moods on him? Are you always shouting at the kids and wish you could be more calm? Do you feel like you've lost yourself and you don't know who you are anymore? If you've answered yes to any of these questions, then it might be time you hired a coach. Luckily, I know one. She's pretty awesome. Yes, that is me tooting my own horn. But in all seriousness, if you need someone to support you on your motherhood journey, which I know that you do, so that you can start to enjoy the ride, then reach out to me on social media or send me an email and we can have a conversation to see if we're the right fit. So today we went over the 3 reasons why you should hire a coach and the number 1 reason why you shouldn't. I look forward to connecting with you soon, and namaste. If you enjoyed the show today, please head over to the iTunes page and write us a review so that we can grow our community and impact other women